GRO checklist. So Google Relationship Optimization Checklist that we use to help our tree service clients optimize their Google business profiles for local SEO. And so today I'm going to walk through the first version of the checklist with you guys, and we're going to go through each step line by line and talk about what it means, potentially even show you a live demo on the Orb GBP of how you can make that adjustment for your business. And hopefully, it'll bring a lot of value for you guys in setting up your own Google business profile correctly. So let's get right into it. Boom. I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. So this is the checklist and it goes through step by step. So you can see we got around 39 items that we can talk about here. So we'll just get right into it. First thing to do, if you don't know how to get to your Google business profile, if you Google the name of your business or you go business.google.com, you should be able to get back to your profile on a Gmail account or a Google Workspace account that has access. So, the first thing that you're going to want to look out for is your business name. So, I know you may be in business already, you may not have control over this, but are you including your primary keyword? So in this case, tree service or related keyword. At a minimum, you should have tree. If not tree service, you want overfit for this keyword. What this means is that for Orb Solutions, if I put Orb Solutions Marketing Agency in the name and people are searching for that locally, like marketing agency was the thing they commonly searched, I'd be like much more likely I'd need to do a lot less work from an SEO standpoint to rank for that. So what we recommend for pretty much every business is, let's say it was Austin's cutting service. I would file a DBA. I would actually go through and file a DBA for my business, Austin's tree service, if I wanted to get the maximum number of tree service jobs from SEO. So naming your company in a way that um, includes the primary keyword here, Orb Solutions Tree Service, would be the key to maximizing your rankings. One thing to look out for here is Google does require you to list your official business name. So don't just come in here and change it to Tree Service. Make sure that you have evidence to back up that you actually changed the name of your business or changed your DBA. Go to your local county clerk, file an assumed name, file a DBA, whatever you need to do to make sure everything's above board. Perfect. Next thing is business address. Having a listed physical office on Google, meaning one that is verified and complies with Google's terms of service for listing a physical business. That means you need to have it staffed during the business hours that you list. You need to have physical signage, and it needs to be an actual place that you meet with your customers on a day-to-day basis. A lot of people object. They're like, hey, I see so-and-so listed their house, or I used to be able to do a postcard or use a PO box. It's not like that anymore. If you set up a new Google business profile, or likely if you change your address, Google's going to force you to go through a manual video verification and prove that you check all of the requirements for listing your physical location. Now, that being said, if you're not listing a physical location on Google, you're missing out here under business location. I'm going to go discard edits here and just show you. If you show your business address to customers, once you save, it's going to force you to do that verification process. This is going to help you dramatically in the rankings. It's also necessary to create that address for co-citation and building your directory links that you need to rank higher from an SEO standpoint. So find a physical office location, verify it. Next is phone number. So we prefer to assign a dedicated call tracking number through something like CallRail and then build the citations on that number. The key with this is that whatever number you choose to use in your Google business profile, you answer the phone and you use that number consistently throughout your website, throughout the directories that you build, etc. Make sure that the phone number that you use for your Google business profile is a phone number that you consistently display and list for your business throughout the internet. Next is business hours. So list your actual hours in terms of when you can answer the phone and provide support. Make sure your business hours match on your website. But one thing to note is that staying open longer 24/7 will actually maximize your time on the search engine. So like if you've ever been looking for a restaurant late at night, you've noticed that The ones that are closed are typically pushed down to the bottom in favor of the ones that are open. This same effect happens in home services. So if you want to maximize your visibility at all times, finding a way to keep your phone lines open or provide 24/7 emergency services will actually help you stay high in those rankings 24 hours a day, no matter when anyone's searching. Um, Next is your business description. It should be optimized for SEO or applicable. So, briefly to talk about business description, that's right here. If you come down on your profile, your business description is right here. You want to incorporate what you do and where you do it into this description. You have up to 750 characters, so be very explicit. Like, we do tree service, tree trimming, stump grinding in the Oakland County and Macomb County areas. We've been serving Southeast Michigan for over 25 years. That kind of stuff is really helpful here. Other than that, make sure your description is speaking to your customers. Don't just keyword stuff it from an SEO standpoint, but make sure that you get those entities, your services, and the locations that you do it in inside of this description here. Next is business categories. For a tree service, 99% of the time you can add landscaping or other categories if you have them. But if you want to maximize your ranking, your primary category here, you're going to want to be tree service. Your secondary category that you're going to want to add is going to be arborist service. So make sure, go check your profile. If you don't have those two primary categories set to tree service, arborist set to secondary category, you're not going to maximize um, your local presence here. Next, get detailed business attributes and info. So boom, this just means fill this out completely. So you have the opportunity as you scroll down here to add in more for the business, to go to crowd, to go to planning, to go to service options, check out your languages. So if you offer it or don't offer it, just fill this out thoroughly and completely. We'll go through here, boom, boom, boom. I don't speak all these languages. Press save. Just make sure you fill out all of the attributes that Google's offering for your business. Depending on the category you list, or if you list a physical location, you'll also see parking options here. Go through and make sure you fill out every single one of these. Next is business opening founding date. Add the date you started your business. Don't make up some arbitrary like date from 1903. Having a longer date here is not arbitrarily going to improve your SEO rankings, but consistency with this could potentially help. So if you don't know when you formed your business in your head, then the date that we typically recommend you use is go to your state business search. For Michigan, it's Lara. This is usually public record. You can go to your entity search in here, and we could go Orb Solutions. Boom. And you could find Orb Solutions in here, or our official name, Orb Technology. You'll see Orb Technology Solutions Inc. If you click on it, it will give you your date of incorporation. You can use that date here. Okay. Next on the checklist, add your website. If you don't have a website, go make one. Use Google Sites to create a free basic website. Having an amazing website goes hand in hand with your GBP optimization. Like, this is a much longer conversation topic, but just make sure you have all of your services, all of your locations, your reviews, information about your business. Put as much good stuff and as helpful stuff on there for your customers as possible. And then if you're a single location business and you don't know what you're doing, link to your homepage. That's the best piece of advice that I can give you. Ensure profile is claimed or verified. So this comes back to the Google Business Verification. If you're adding a new address, you're going to have to go through this process. If you set up your Google Business profile, but you never bothered to verify it or claim it or complete that video, congratulations, you're practically invisible. So this is super, super essential. Make sure that you finish the verification if Google is flagging you that you need to do so. Adding your service information. So this one's key. I see a lot of people get lazy here. You want to come in here and you want to go to edit services. And what you're going to have here is you're going to have a list of services. Oftentimes Google's going to recommend or try and add them in here. Right now it wants to say I'm a general contractor, or I do heating and cooling. Those will typically get added on the bottom here. Delete any services that aren't relevant to you. Take these out. One more. And then Google often have a list of, like, if you hit the add more services button under each category, it's going to have like categories that it recommends. Any of the services that you offer for the pre-filled ones, add them here. Then additionally, what I want you to do is any service that you list on your website or that you offer that you don't see there, add it as a custom service. So you'd say tree service or crane assisted removal. Add all those services, especially the ones that you have on your website in here. Once you're done adding them, you're going to want to go in here and you're going to want to update your service description. So you have up to 300 characters here. The best way I've found of doing this is if you have a specific website that talks about it or write a little service blurb, just tell ChatGPT that you want to write Google service descriptions under 300 characters. I'll run you through that really quick. If I come into chat, say, I want to write Google business profile descriptions under 300 characters for my services. I would like to start with tree trimming. My business is Orm Solutions and it is located in Royal Oak. We serve Greater Metro Detroit. And just talk to it like you would a person. You put it in here, and it may not give you the perfect feedback at first, but looks like it did a pretty good job. Arm Solutions offers expert tree trimming services in Royal Oak and Greater Metro Detroit. Our skilled team ensures healthy, well-maintained trees, enhancing your property's beauty and safety. Contact us for professional tree care and maintenance today. So then you would just come back, paste this in your service description, and boom, there you go. When you're ready for the next service, you would just come in here and be like, now do stump grinding. Boom. Provides professional stump grinding. So now this will give you this one. You come back in there and do the next service. Just keep going until you fill out the service descriptions for every one of your services. Next is adding product cards. So this one I can demonstrate to you. We have a few set up for our website. What we're a big fan of doing is you can come in here and add these product cards, and you can also provide a description and a link, and you can send this link to a very specific page on your website. So what we advise to do is for all of your service pages and all of your service location pages, you create product cards. So you would go in here to edit products, and you would say add a product, and you're going to upload an image. You can create you can use a photo that's relevant to that service, and you're going to enter the product name. It would be like tree service or tree removal. You're going to select the category it goes under here. You'd be under tree service. For product price, you don't have to fill it in. We recommend inputting a product description. So again, you could use ChatGPT. This time you have up to 1,000 characters. Say, I want to do product descriptions for tree removal. This description can be up to 1,000 characters. Boom. And then it's what's here in quotation marks. So you grab it, throw it in your product description here, 976. And then for your landing page, you would go to your website. You would find your specific page that you want to link. Let's pretend this is tree services. You copy that link. Come back in here, product landing page URL. and just post it in here and hit publish when you upload that photo. And then you're going to do that for every service page on your website and build out these product cards. Google might object to some of these because Google treats products as uh, true products. So if you give a peer service, not a product rep service, sometimes Google will object to you adding the cards. It's worth adding them for as many as you possibly can. So go in there, add those cards. It's key um, to creating some like co-linking between your Google Business profile and your website. The idea behind this is like being exhaustively listing our services in as many locations as we can in the places that we do them to signal to Google that we do this kind of work and this is the location we do it in. It's very specific. Enable messaging through WhatsApp or text. So Google just added this feature. You can come in here under chat. You can select a WhatsApp number, a text message number, and throw it in here. Google will actually send this. Google will allow customers to text you at that number. They can come to your Google Business profile and send a text message. So make sure it's a number that you can receive text at and that you are ready to answer at most hours of the day. But we recommend coming in there and adding a number that they can text you at. Next, we get into photos, digital assets to add. So you're going to want to use Canva, create a copy of your logo, make it square, 720 by 720. Like if I went in here, I could quickly create a design. I could go to custom size. I'll say 720 by 720. Boom. Create new design. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to upload files. Let's go marketing, sales material. Let's go. Where are my logos? Right here. Throw the logo in here. Let's just use the basic one. The one tone. You can make it bigger. Square it off. Position it. Center it. Put it in the middle. Download it. That's your logo. You can take that, rename it. I'm a big fan of renaming images appropriately. Orb Solutions logo. Boom. And then you would just go back into your Google Business profile. You go here under Photos, and they'll give you the opportunity to change the logo. You would upload that one here. Next step, same thing, business cover photo. You can size this out with Canva, make it 1024 by 575. Upload it right here. Then the other things, we recommend you do 3 photos of your trucks, your equipment, your tree service elements. This could be your wrap trailers, your trucks. They don't have to be perfect photos. Just shoot them on your iPhone, shoot them on your Android, and then go in here and upload them again as is. Next, 3 to 10 in-work photos, 3 to 10 team photos, and then office photos. And you can again come in here, you hit add photos, you can select them and just load them all from what you got. Uploading photos, do that consistently, but make a concerted effort to go get these initial 23, 25 photo assets and load them in there on your profile. All right, reviews. So you're going to come in here, and under here, you have this Google Reviews section here. You're going to click this, and you're going to click on the unreplied section. And if anybody here has left you a review that you have not replied to, you're going to go in here and you're going to say, thank you very much. Austin, for your kind words. It was a pleasure to help you with your, and I like to be specific about the service that I helped him with. This is going to create, especially if he mentions it in his review, it's a handshake to Google. They're looking for co-citation. They're looking for recurring keywords. They're looking for trust. So I'm going to say his website because that's what we helped Austin with. But in your case, it might be tree removal. It might be stump grinding. Like, be explicit when and where you can about the service you provided when replying to the review. Additionally, this doesn't stop. You're going to do this on an ongoing basis, but we'll get to those activities here in a sec. So go through and do every one of your reviews. Next, I want you to create and publish an offer. If you haven't published an offer before, you come in here. what you'll see is you'll see this add an update button. And you're going to buy, come up with an image that you build in Canva. The link for your button, you could send this back to your website and just put in your promotion in here and post it. Boom. So these posts come down here, and this is where you can add updates or posts or offers that you have. Do that frequently. On the recurrent basis, we want you to be doing that at least twice a week. Twice a week, you're going to come and add these posts. You can create a content calendar for posts. So it's like, this is hard to remember to do every day. You're not going to do it. So sit down once a month and plan out, what are the 8 to 10 posts that you're going to create for that month? What are the days you're going to do them on? There are great tools that you can use. I believe that Buffer actually has a free instance that integrates with the GBP. So you can add one user account and do 10 scheduled posts per channel. So you can come in here and get a free instance of Buffer, connect it to your Google Business profile, and you can schedule out 10 posts at a time. Costs you nothing. This is going to help you. Again, entities, co-citation, showing Google trust, that they can trust you by consistently participating on the platform. That's how you optimize your relationship with Google. And then just as an aside, 1200 by 900 is the recommended size for those posts that you should be putting on there. Next, you're going to create a list of frequently asked questions. So a lot of people don't know this. You may go in here and you have these questions and answers section. You people may have posted these questions. If you have someone who's posted a question here, answer it. Come in and respond to it by clicking this answer button. You can see I can edit mine here. But additionally, you can ask your own questions and then answer them yourself. How much does tree trimming cost? I can post it. You can go into done. And now I have it right here. I said, how much does tree trimming cost? So I can answer this and I can say, tree trimming costs between $300 and $1,000 per tree, depending the size and location and access of the tree. Boom. If you don't know what questions to ask, beautiful place to go here. Go to Google. I'm going to open a different tab for this. Go to Google, search tree service. Come down here. What are people asking? What do tree services charge per hour? What do you charge per hour for tree service? What do you mean by tree service? What is included in tree service? How to estimate for tree service? How do I get a free estimate? Do you offer free estimates? Like, use these questions, and then if you expand them, Google's going to offer you even more questions. Can homeowners insurance help with tree removal? Can seniors get trees removed for free? What's the cheapest time? What's the best time? Why is it expensive? How do you negotiate? Maybe you don't want to tell them how to negotiate, but anyway, these questions Google's recommending based on similar long tail keywords that people search. So the questions you want to answer on your website through your frequently asked questions are those ones right there. You don't have to make it more complicated than that. You could get crazy in terms of analyzing it from an SEO standpoint, or you could just go in there and answer as many questions as you possibly can in a very helpful way. So that's the next thing. If you don't like the question that you've asked, you can delete it. Just go in there, knock it out. Those are the big things that I want you to hit on for your ranking. After you have all of this stuff done, here are a few things that you're going to do on an ongoing basis. You're going to acquire as many customer reviews as you can. Target 5 a month minimum. Don't make them all come in at once. The more you can space them out and create velocity and consistency, the better off you're going to be. Next is you're going to assign a member on your team to create and publish these posts. because you're probably not going to do it. You're going to say you're busy. You might do it for a week or 2 weeks. And then you're going to stop and you're going to fall off in doing it. You're going to assign a team member to create and publish the post. Show them how to use Canva. Get them set up with Buffer. Have them schedule them out. You're also going to take that team member. You're going to say, I need you to upload photos and videos of our work monthly. So you put those initial 23 photos on here, 25 photos every month. Try to get another 10. Try to get another 15. Those ones you don't have to worry as much. You don't have to upload them on a daily basis. You can upload them once a month. Just go in, do a photo dump, add them in there. Assign a team member to respond to those reviews. So if it's not you responding to the reviews, make sure someone's coming in there. When they go and they do their regular posts, have them go check that unreplied section. Who do we still need to reply to? Let's make sure we reply to all of our reviews. And then having a team member to respond to those messages. So if you do have that text messaging, then make sure that that's a phone that's actually being manned. People are expecting you to be able to respond to them if they text you through this in like a minute maximum. You can't wait 30 minutes or 45 minutes to get back to that lead. That opportunity's gone. They've gone somewhere else. Or they've at least mentally moved on. They're not doing tree service today. They're going to do a different day, a different time. They're doing whatever else they were doing and moving about their day. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. That's the optimization checklist. At a basic level, this is how we roll it out and the things we're looking for on every GBP that we set up and optimize. And if you can do these basic things for yourself and your business, then it's going to help you out with your rankings dramatically. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll catch you guys in the next live.